Comparison of efficacy between retroclavicular and coracoid approach of infraclavicular brachial plexus block under ultrasound guidance for upper limb surgeries, a randomized controlled study by Ketki Marodkar, Rutuja Chati and Ankita Agrawal. Background: ultrasound guidance has transformed the way peripheral nerve blocks are performed. The supraclavicular block is the best location to produce anesthesia across the entire upper limb. Numerous methods for implementing infraclavicular brachial plexus block have been reported in the literature. And the three most common approaches are the coracoid approach, lateral sagittal approach, and vertical approach. The retroclavicular approach to infraclavicular block presents several advantages over the coracoid approach, such as better needle tip and shaft visibility, reduced performance time and anesthesia-related time, less paresthesia during block performance, and fewer needle passes than the coracoid approach. Aims: the aim of the study is to compare the efficacy between the retroclavicular and coracoid approach of infraclavicular brachial plexus block under ultrasound guidance for upper limb surgeries. Methods and materials: this was a hospital-based randomized controlled study conducted at NKPS IMS, ANAC and LMC, Nagpur from 28 September 2020 to 31 August 2024 in total of 64 patients. Detailed medical history was obtained, physical examination was done, and required investigations were attended. Group R, study group received infraclavicular block through retroclavicular approach. And Group C, control group received infraclavicular block through coracoid approach with 10 ml of 0.5% bupivacaine and 10 ml of 2% lignocaine plus adrenaline. Data was coded and analyzed in statistical software STATA version 10.1, 2011. The difference in proportions up to qualitative parameters was assessed with Pearson chi-square test. P-value less than 0.05 was considered statistically significant. Results: in our study, Group R, mean age plus minus SD 40.48 plus minus 13.81, and Group C, mean age plus minus SD 36.75 plus minus 12.78, with AP value of 0.67. Group R, female 25%, male 75%, and Group C, female 18.75%, male 81.25%. There was no statistically significant in ASA status or BMI between both groups. There was statistically highly significant in block performance time, p-value 0.0001, number of attempts, p-value 0.01, sensory and motor onset time and complete sensory loss and motor paralysis time between groups, p-value 0.001. There was no statistically significant difference in terms of the need for supplemental analgesia and sparing of nerve, p-value 0.30. And no statistically significant difference in terms of complications like vascular puncture and Horner syndrome, p-value 0.30. Conclusion: regional anesthesia, RA, or the action of blocking nerve conduction temporarily, has been performed since the beginning of surgical interventions described in humans. It is concluded that in ASA status class 1 to 3 non-obese adults undergoing elective upper limb surgeries, retroclavicular approach to infraclavicular brachial plexus block is a promising alternative to coracoid approach in terms of a faster block performance time, lesser number of attempts required for block, better sensory block times, and comparable success rates and equal complication risk parameters. The reasons for better block parameters in the retroclavicular approach may be due to better needle visibility, perpendicular needle insertion path to the USG beam, and the presence of a lesser number of neurovascular structures in the needle path, diminishing the incidence of block-related complications. Thus, this block can be used effectively for upper limb anesthesia in adults in whom limb abduction is difficult. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel to watch more scientific videos.